Hi, AG Squared here. This is my first time doing a complete toilet replacement excluding the bowl to floor gasket. Now, I made some mistakes, so please be patient with this video. I hope this gives you the knowledge and courage to try this, as it's not all that bad and definitely not worth $150+ for a plumber, as the parts are only $30 and it isn't all that difficult. And if you don't, remember, knowledge is empowering. Hashtag the more you know. To start, let me show you what I'm going to replace today. I'm replacing the tank lever, what you use to flush, the fill valve, what determines when water should dispense into the tank, the flush valve and flapper seal, what dispenses water into the bowl when the lever is pushed, and the tank to bowl gasket, which creates a watertight seal between the tank and bowl. Now, this video will completely skip over removing and replacing the fill valve. Click on the above indicator to check out that video, as it'll cover the first steps to this process, such as shutting the water off, removing the water line from the fill valve, flushing the water valve from the tank, and removing the fill valve. Now, real quick, please consider liking, subscribing, or sharing this video if you found it useful. Now let's get to it. Here I'm showing how things looked like to start. Gross, right? We got water dripping from the fill valve, a plastic tank lever, and the tenant even said that she had to press down on the flapper to stop water from flowing into the bowl. No bueno. Time for new parts. I bought this kit and love it. It comes with two very useful tools you'll see in the video, and it's under $30 and well worth the investment. Spoiler alert, you'll need to buy either the 2-inch or the 3-inch kit. If you're unsure what kit to buy, continue watching this video and I'll let you know when I made the mistake of not knowing. Here, we skip to the part where we removed the fill valve. Now, we have easy access to the flapper. We can easily remove it. Once removed, this is what you should take to Home Depot and find a kit that matches the size of the flapper. Again, it'll be 2 or 3 inches. Now, real quick, the way the flapper works is very easy. As you can see, it's simply connected via a chain to the lever. So when you push down on that lever, it raises the flapper up and dispenses water into the bowl. In our kit, we'll be replacing the lever with a new one. This is as easy as unscrewing the nut and swapping it out with a new one and tightening it back on with a nut. First thing to do for removing the flush valve is to get the tank off. To do so, we'll be removing 2 nuts, as you see here. Once you remove the 2 washers and nuts, you'll need to loosen the 2 screws in the tank. One thing that's worth mentioning is that these screws have a watertight washer between the tank and the head of the screw. If you have leaks around the side of the tank, it's either that you need to tighten the nuts or that your washer has gone bad and needs to be replaced. Now, if you see a leak coming from the center of the tank, however, then the issue will likely be a worn tank to bowl gasket, or again, could be just simply tightening those nuts on the side. Incredibly easy. Regardless, I'm installing everything brand new, so it won't be a problem. All right, now the tank is removed. Check this out. This is how all toilets look like without its shell. 2 holes for screws and the hole where the tank dispenses water into the bowl. Like you see here, some toilets use this foam-like material to create a watertight seal. Most new parts use this new type of gasket material instead now. Now it's time to remove the flush valve from the tank. To do so, you'll need to use either the tool that comes with the kit, if I had bought the right size, but I didn't know better when I did this. So instead, I'm going to be using another amazing tool, the plumber's wrench, to loosen the nut. This is an amazing tool for loosening or tightening nuts that are very narrow. Once loosened, I manually remove it, and this lets me remove the flush valve. Success! Now, I recommend cleaning the tank so that you reduce the chances of anything preventing a watertight seal. To install the new flush valve, I've found it best to put the tank like this. It makes sliding the flush valve a lot easier. When putting it on, the order matters, folks. First, install the cardboard-like material, followed by the nut. Install the nut with a flat side facing towards the tank. Next, take the gasket and simply place it over that nut. Now it's time to get the washer into the screws. Now, I apologize to everyone for the bumpy video. Fortunately, I invested in a head mount, so in the future I can get better footage. Once I slide the screws through the tank, I make sure to lift the tank up and put it on top of the bowl with the screws going through the holes. Once in place, it's time to tighten them with the metal washer and the nut. You'll want a wrench or one of these tools from the kit to get these on nice and tight. Remember, if not tight enough, you'll see a leak from the tank right onto your floor. The kit I installed already had the flapper on, but if yours didn't, you'd want to install that as well and connect it to the lever using that chain. But that's it, folks. The rest is as easy as watching my other video up there to install the fill valve. Then it's just a matter of testing to make sure there are no leaks. Hope you found this informative. If you did, please smash that like, subscribe, and or share with others. Thanks for tuning in.